Hello, Scott County Democrats. Sorry I can't be at your convention today. I'm needed in Cedar County as a member of the Platform Committee. I'm Deb Vandergast. I'm a registered nurse and child care director in Tipton over in Cedar County, and I am running for Iowa Senate District 41, which includes Northwest Scott County and the north half of Davenport. I'm running for Iowa Senate because I care for Iowa, and I care that Iowans are struggling. I care that parents are struggling to meet the basic needs of their families, and that they're struggling to find quality, affordable childcare so that they can go to work. I care that there are Iowans that are working full time and yet they're still living in poverty and they can't afford a safe place to live. I care that Iowa schools and teachers are being attacked by the Iowa legislature and our governor. This is driving away good teachers because they're just not valued. They're leaving the state or they're quitting the profession. I care that Iowa schools are being underfunded, that a 2.5% increase is not enough to meet the current rate of inflation of 7%. That means that schools can't afford to offer better pay to retain teachers, leaving fewer teachers in our classrooms, which affects the quality of education our children receive. I care that Iowa farmers are being threatened with the use of eminent domain to take their land for corporate profits. These corporations want to place a pipeline in their property that can be a safety risk for their families and will damage their cropland and decrease crop yields for years to come. I care that many Iowans lack access to health care, and when they do have access to health care, they don't have insurance to pay for it, or their out-of-pocket expenses are so high that they just can't afford it. I care that all across Iowa, there's a lack of mental health services. This is affecting our schools and our communities. And that for some Iowans, the only access to health care they have is through our criminal justice system. This is just not right. I also care that there is a lack of quality, affordable housing in rural and urban areas, and that there's a lack of good paying jobs for everyday people. People are leaving Iowa because of this, which decreases the populations in our towns and enrollment in our schools, putting our schools at risk of closure. I also care that our LGBTQ community is being attacked by the Iowa governor and legislature, and their rights are being taken away, especially the children. That's not right. So how do we change the culture in Des Moines? Well, we need to restore balance. Right now, our state government is being run by one party, and that allows them to advance a partisan agenda. They're meeting the needs of their party and their donors. They're not meeting the needs of Iowans. So what can you do to make a difference? Run for office. Take a look at the Secretary of State's candidate list on their website and see if there's a Democrat running for office in your district. And if there isn't, ask your county party to nominate you. And if running for office isn't for you, that's okay. There's still something else very important you can do. Vote. And make sure your friends and family are registered to vote, and remind them to vote in the primary in June and the general election in November. And one more thing, please vote for me for Iowa Senate. I want to help restore a Senate majority, or Democratic majority in the Iowa Senate, so that we can make Iowa a great place to live, work, start a business, and raise a family again. I'm Deb Vandergast, and I want to be your next senator. Thank you, and have a great convention.